The British are coming. Oh no.
1-3-6-5-5.
What the hell, man? I just got here. What the hell, man? You can't just throw that at me at the start. That's just rude. Did it. First things first. Gotta just clear it. Fuck you guys. I was about to be like, hey guys, how are you? And no, you just chose violence at the beginning. Oh my god. I'm still gonna ask how you guys doing. I hope everything is well. Violence is the only answer. Well, as one of my friends likes to say, violence is a question. And the answer is yes. It's too hot here. How hot is it? Because I guarantee you I'm probably not going to give you any sympathy. You love the bully. I do. I do like the bully. 35? Oh. Yeah, that is pretty bad. What's your humidity like? Because it's all about the humidity, man. So if it's like dry, that's not too bad, I think. When the humidity starts going up, then it's bad, you know? So it just reminds me of like 60%. That's not that bad. Just turn on a fan, you'll be fine. Then again, this is coming from someone who used to live in Malaysia and it's like 100% all the time. Yeah, that shit. I don't want it. I don't miss it. That's perfect weather, white bitch. You say that like these people's houses are built for heat. Actually, is it just Britain that... Is it just the British that has issues with having air conditioners? 38 with 90 degrees. 90%. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We don't have paper houses, bud. Our houses are double brick. The only people that have paper houses is Americans and some Japanese people. Double brick with metal? Okay, god. My goodness. Wait, you're gonna get up at us for how we build our houses? Because they can't handle heat. I say that, but winter's kind of being kind of chilly. Wow. 10 streams. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry I haven't been able to stream all that much. June's been kind of annoying. June's been very busy. Or at least kinda. Anyway. Get to it. Who would have thought Pride Month was busy? Sorry, I'm serious with the streamer. It's not that bad, is it? Pride Months keep the Sapphic busy. It sure does. Is my controller not working? Do I have to restart this game? I guess I have to restart the game. Or I just reconnect the game thing? Do the thing! There we go! The adventure of the clouded Kokoro. Controller end. 20th of February, 9:23 AM. The Old Bailey, Defendant's Antechamber. I checked my Steam. I have not actually played this in almost a month. Well, I never expected this. Silly must go to work again. Okay, have a good day at work. Bye-bye. Who'd have thought we'd be back here again so soon? We are here on a study tour of Great Britain with the intention of learning the country's legal practices. Thank you. In order to research the latest court procedures here, we need as much court experience as possible. Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but make sure to punish people that haven't shown up yet. Right? I will. Give him a good like fucking for the people in the dock. It may as well be his or her one and only time in court. It could be life-changing. In which case, treating it as research may seem a little crass. Oh, when you put it like that, you're quite right. Ah. Good morning. I don't know who's speaking. Oh, it's you. I should have known. Oh, Mr. Natsume, good morning. Oh dear, are you alright? Your eyes are terribly bloodshot. Has this guy ever been okay? I don't think this guy's ever been okay. The early bird catches the worm, as they say in Britain. Yes, I've heard that expression. But I really don't want to catch a worm. I tried so desperately not to wake up early, but I was so worried I couldn't catch a wink. Alright. And now I am absolutely exhausted as a result. Do all literary people take things so literally? Yes, they do. Because they're all autistic, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for putting your faith in us today, Mr. Natsume. I wish I had 9 lives. My whole future hangs in the balance. I'm too terrified to tremble. You're trembling right now. Really? Really? Because I can feel the tremors in the floor. I can't do this. I can't take it. Although, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Yes? I caught a glimpse of the public gallery as I walked by the courtroom. It looked like the opening night of an opera. There were so many people. I had no idea my case was such a notorious affair here in London. Oh, neither did I. Do you know why that might be, Mr. Sato? Sorry, Mr. Naruhodo. I have no idea. Ah, hi. Glad you could join us. So that whole knowing look on your face is just a coincidence then, is it? Oh no, not the punishment. You get a bonk. Oh well. Don't hide the truth from me. It's because of the Reaper, isn't it? Lord Van Sex? Put out fly catching strips with the kids, then he proceeded to catch flies with his That's cute. That's very cute. You know, the fly catching strip's gonna catch him somehow. You know what? Catching flies with your bare hands is kind of difficult. I applaud him. Is that right, Mr. Sutton? I purchased as many different newspapers as I could find this morning, and yes, Lord Van Sex is on the front page of every one. Gotta accelerate the process. It's very annoying here. So many of them. Maybe he should go into a martial art. I'm sure he'd be very good at it. Catch the fly with chopsticks. I knew it. Sometime after the prosecutor was dubbed the Reaper of the Bailey, he stopped appearing in court, it seems. It's been several years now. In fact, until the day before yesterday. I'll chalk it, yeah. Yeah, with his mouth. He catches them and then he just kind of puts them on the floor and goes, "Is it dead? Can I?" He doesn't eat them. He just puts them on the floor and stares at them. Yes, Inspector Gregson told us something similar, didn't he? My mouse away. The trial 2 days ago marked Lord Van Zyg's return to the courtroom after a long hiatus. The trial of Magnus McGilded. What a harrowing experience that was. $55. My goodness. Is it already? It's already been that long, huh? Already been that many. Do you get a treat? Yeah, I'll give you a treat later. I wonder if I can do this with my hands like this. Nope, not close enough. Oh well. I believe the appearance made even greater waves here in the capital than today's. Good to have such a devoted girlfriend. Yeah, I have a devoted girlfriend and a devoted wife. This is great. Very happy. But we wouldn't have realized, of course, having only just arrived in the country. Why is the Reaper back in the Bailey so soon for what appears to me mundane murder? A mundane murder. Because they're rubbing off on me, not literally, Savvy. You're only at 54. That's the question the papers are asking, and they're all speculating various answers. Mundane? Mundane? It's the most significant saga of the century to some of us. Oh dear, I meant no offense, Mr. Natsume, but that is how the papers are describing it. Well guys, get a room. I mean, the room's right here. Feel free. Keep going. Well, lest we also forget the fact that it could spark an international incident. Obviously, the reappearance of this infamous prosecutor has caught the people's attention. But there's another blatant similarity to the trial of 2 days ago. Yes, I agree. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. It's you. It's me. But also, so I remember talking about this before and asking like why they swap between San and Mr. in this, and how apparently it's meant to be like they're speaking English versus they're speaking Japanese. And why are they speaking English? Why are they speaking English right now? If that's the case. It'd like be so much easier for them to just speak Japanese to each other. Me? Well, I suppose that's true. Both times, it is you who stands against this legendary prosecutor they've assimilated. Oh, in like, what? It's been like 3 days? They've been here for like less than a week and they're just like, yeah, we know English. Damn, I wish I could learn a language that quickly. That said, they did spend a few months on the boat. It can only mean that you're friends with the Reaper! Oh my god, this guy. They've always been English. Damn, imagine being British at heart. That'd be terrible. Please don't rub my shoulders with Deathbringers. I don't rub shoulders with Deathbringers. Then again, he says that, but like, he's been accused of murder like twice. And had to deal with like another murder, like every single... When are they gonna give me like a robbery case or something? Why is it all just been murdered? Come on. I'm afraid there's really only one other explanation. It can only be another example, Mr. Naruhodo, of your uncommon bad luck. Thanks for that. Oh, this is just my luck. Why must I be represented by a man with such frail fortune? By the least lucky lawyer alive. Bruh. Well, let's not forget. It was you, Mr. Natsume, who asked me to represent you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Classic power creepy. Yes, it's true that I am just a student new to London with little in the way of experience or skills or luck. But I promise you this. I will fight your corner until the bitter end, and I will believe in you, Mr. Natsume. Syndicate. No. Oh, benevolent locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. You're not alone here with us, Mr. Natsume. Whatever happens, we'll always be on your side, even if you're the murderer. Oh, whoops. I accidentally left a filter on. There we go, that's better. I accidentally left my chroma key on, so my color was gone, and I was really confused for a moment. I missed something. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. No, what is happening? Why is my controller not working? I just want to read the history so I can... Harakiri means we'll have to learn sword techniques. we'll have to manifest his best friend. I fucking forgot his name already. I can't believe this. Oh, benevolent non-locum assistant Miss Mikotova Esquires. I'm in your debt forever. I shall never forget this great kindness as long as I live. This is all about law. It means we'll have to learn international law next. Interplanetary.
Mr. Natsume, counsel for the defense. The court session is about to begin. Kindly make your way into the courtroom at once.
I have to defend humanity's spirit. I'll show off my sword and say, this holds the soul of my best friend. And then I manifest him and the alien's like, oh, it's the spirit of humanity. Alright then, Mr. Natsume, it's time. Let's go.
Yes!
Just becomes Ace Attorney Star Trek. I would play the shit out of that. That'd be great. We learn alien law and everyone still commits perjury. It'll be a bunch of aliens who are like, we're the aliens who do law. And they still commit perjury. This is it. My second appearance in a British courtroom. And my second trial against the Reaper. Hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. That's his name, Kazuma. I feel bad that I forgot his name. Because this time, I won't let my faith waver. I'll believe in my client to the last. Just like you believed in me. I believe I can do this now. I'm ready for this fight. Spoken like a true main character. The aura monster. Can't hear Kazuma without thinking about Konosuke. Yeah, right. Every time I see Kazuma, I'm thinking of this dumbass who's just like, just stupid, like a stupid idiot. What was this guy's voice again?
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court be in session.
I think that's it.
I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
Yeah, there we go. Oh god.
The prosecution is fully prepared.
God, my throat. This is gonna be difficult. I haven't done his voice in a little while. And I have to dip down for it. The defense is ready, my lord.
The Nipponese are truly fascinating. Are a truly fascinating breed.
Why? My brain, come on. Keep up. Keep up. Sorry, what?
Lord Strongheart has told me all about you. That you are a student who arrived in London but 2 days ago. A mere amateur.
Do you have a point?
Being a compatriot, you feel compelled to try help the accused, I suppose. Typical Nipponese arrogance.
Bruh, fuck you. Look. Strongheart was like, hey, No one wants to defend this dude, and if you don't, he'll die. I'm doing pro bono work, okay? Leave me alone. I'm not getting paid shit. I should have taken the money from Magnus before he died. Forgive me, but I do not believe arrogance is an appropriate description. Susato-san. After all, at our previous encounter, the defendant was found to be innocent. Stop drinking in court.
Very true. And a most fascinating, if dark, trial it was too.
Lord, I gotta clear my throat.
The tragic conclusion came later, of course. Here's to the acquitted and his unfortunate violent end.
This guy. He's so dramatic. He's so dramatic. Well, I mean, everyone's dramatic here, so, like, what am I talking about?
Thank you, counsels. I see both sides are in fine fettle.
Fettle.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are you ready to carry out your duties here in court as impartial members of the public?
Oh my god, it's this guy! What was his fucking voice again? I think I never decided what his voice was gonna be.
You never know what you might be down on your when you might be down on your luck, but I believe in fair play for everyone.
How the fuck would he be here? Right? He shouldn't be here.
I must warn you, I'm rather ruthless than I'm rather more ruthless than I appear.
I can't believe Toe isn't it. Why are you bringing that up now? Wait, is that the kid? No, it's a different guy. It's a different guy. His eyebrows are too bushy.
Oh well, not me. What you see is what you get. I'm a peace-loving fellow.
It's Tintin.
Oh, it's...
She shouldn't be here. She definitely should not be here. What was her voice like again?
I'm afraid to say, I think it's quite possible that Moustache Foreigner did the deed.
You're already biased.
Come on now. What are we waiting for? No doubt he did anyway.
Sorry? Didn't quite catch that. We have fun.
Very well, let us proceed. After this ad break, we wait for everyone to finish in half a minute.
Now let's see how long it takes me to forget. Guy with hearing issues on the stand, right? Let's see how long it takes me to forget what voice I gave people. I'm pretty sure I've already forgotten half of it.
Your opening statement, if you please, Lord Van Zax. Very recently, Great Britain signed an alliance with a rising power in the Far East. The accused in the dock today is a student from that same land, a certain Mr. Soseki Natsume. And while our country has extended this foreign student the warmest of welcomes, regrettably, the kindness has not been returned. In fact, the student is accused of a most sinister act.
Right. Right.
Of plunging a knife into the back of an innocent woman who was doing nothing but walking down the street.
A knife crime? I'll tell you from bitter experience, those are the worst. Bloody oath they are. You should not be here. Genuinely, you should not be here. If anything, you should be on trial yourself for committing crimes. Crimes are stupid. I actually kind of forgot if he was like accused of anything. No, he wasn't. Was he? He was. I can't remember who killed the brick maker. Just look at that sallow complexion and short stature. He's one of those dreadful Japanese. What the fuck? What's the report? You're kind of fixing me? Great. I love it. He committed perjury though, didn't he? Yeah, he did. I do things I like now, even if it's just gaming. Don't feel bad about it anymore. Yay! Good stuff. We love it. We love it. Also, this fucking bitch. Dreadful Japanese, she says racistly. Come on now. Let's get this over with. With me now, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Eh? Sorry? I didn't quite catch that. This is the worst fucking... This is, every time the jury gets worse.
Pray, forgive the discourteous smashing of my hallowed chalice here in the great chamber.
How many fucking chalices do you have? You've smashed like 3. How many hallowed chalices do you have? Surely your religion has a limited amount of hallowed chalices that they give you. Because if it's hallowed, it's blessed. And surely you don't have a cupboard full of them. He puts them in bucket Costco. Yeah, a box of 50 of them is like $150. He just read it wrong. They're actually called hollowed chalices. Build a soul personality around it.
Allow me to call the first witness to the stand.
I swear to God, if this is that dude, that soldier dude, with the big slap on his face, that I very well, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna be mad. Bailiff, lead the inspector in, please. Oh, it's the inspector. Okay. Bye.
Your name and occupation, please.
Horse, you're so fucking...
Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector of Scotland Yard. Would you please summarize the events of the case for the court, Inspector? The victim is thought to be a young woman in her 20s by the name of Olive Green.
I really named her after a paint? Oof. It's also not a very pretty green, I'll tell you that much.
Beg your pardon, Inspector. Thought to be? Yes. Having a stabbing in the back by her attacker's knife, the victim fell unconscious. That was 3 days ago now, and she's been in a comatose ever since.
Hold on. So no one can actually verify who this woman is? What? They don't even know who she is for sure?
Comatose. I see, but her life is not in danger.
I mean, comatose is like the closest you can be to dead, but sure.
Fortunately for the Eastern student, the charge will not be murder. Pray, elaborate on the details, Inspector. Sir, if I could ask everyone to look at this street map.
I'm looking.
As I mentioned, the incident took place 3 days ago at around 5 in the afternoon. It happened on the pavement running alongside Briar Road, a wide thoroughfare for horse-drawn vehicles. It had not long since stopped snowing as the victim, Miss Green, was walking down the street.
Look at this fat street map. Look at this crap.
Out of the blue, she was approached from behind by the accused and stabbed in the back.
You gotta say allegedly. Come on.
Luckily, the young lady's life was spared. And she's currently being treated in the city's hospitals. But being unconscious as she is, we've been unable to take a statement from her, of course. This is the case file with everything we know about the victim so far. Thank you, Inspector. The court will accept the documents as evidence, if you please.
The case file has been entered into the court record. Huzzah, huzzah.
And what of the weapon that was used? Sir, I have that here. It was removed from the victim's back.
Ouch. That big thing is starting to make me scared to walk down the street now. Always be scared of British streets. They're full of people with knives. And you come to Australia and say, that's not a knife. This is a knife. With a heavy blade like that, almost anybody would have been able to stab the poor woman. Naruhodo has a sword on. Yeah, he does! Scared to draw it. Knife. I've heard you play Knifey Spoony before. Even the scragged looking Soseki-san, I suppose.
A common or garden jackknife, I would say. Rather nondescript. Thank you, Inspector. The court accepts the blade as evidence.
The jackknife has been entered into the court record.
Now then, what do we know of the motive? Monies or valuables, I presume.
I'm gonna check the court record. I'm gonna stare at my armband. Yeah. Let's look at the knife. Heck. It's like no blood on this, what? Did they like pull it out and clean it? Huh? Huh?
I pulled it out of the back of the victim, no blood.
And then the last one was like, I pulled it out of the murder victim, covered in blood. Guys, come on. Young woman rendered unconscious with a stab wound in the back. You know, it'd be crazy if someone like threw the knife at her, intending to stab her with it, like throwing knife style, and then just knocked her out with it because the handle hit her in the head. And they're just like, oh, it's a knife. She got fucking stabbed. And you're just like, what?
From what we can tell by looking at the woman's possessions, it seems she's a poor student herself. Hard to imagine she would have anything much worth pinching, my lord.
Spoken like a true inspector.
I see. Well, in that case, we are looking at some deep-seated resentment toward the victim.
Okay. Someone please. Someone please talk to me. Is a judge meant to be making assumptions like this? I really don't think he should be. I think he should just be accepting evidence as it comes. Could be something like the knife being dropped from the top. It's your retractable prank. But like, surely the judge should not be saying this shit. Because all it does is rile up the jury and like put shit in their heads.
I'm afraid I couldn't say. Apart from visiting second-hand bookshops, the defendant Mitsunatsume doesn't appear to get out much.
Judges are supposed to be impartial. Yeah, that's what I thought.
At this moment in time, we haven't been able to establish any sort of connection between him and the victim.
Yes. I put my hand up. If theft and grievance had been ruled as the motive, what reason could Mr. Natsume possibly have had for stabbing the young woman? Yet you arrest the man in spite of that in totally unjustified and heavy-handed way.
Objection!
Bro, what the fuck? People are sitting out there. People are sitting behind you. You just throw a wine bottle at them. What the fuck is this guy? Comes to court, gets told the Reaper, leaves because he's a big fucking baby. He comes back 7 years later to throw shit at people. Are you gonna hold him in contempt in court? Yes.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging a freshly uncorked bottle into the public gallery.
Even he's self-aware.
But your words have soured its hallowed
Okay. What do you expect? He's drunk? Yeah, he had pre-drinks, I bet. If my words are so powerful that they can sour a hallowed wine, then it's probably not that strong. It's probably not a very good wine. He's clearly a vampire. You know, it'd be great. I wish someone would make a mod and just make that bottle a fucking goon bag. My hallowed bouquet goon bag.
For it is you, my learned friend, who is being heavy-handed here.
Yes. What? Seriously, he's about to call you a miserable pile of Your audience isn't Aussie? Well, I'm just gonna say goonbag until someone asks me what that is. Because I'm not giving any further context on it until someone asks. You can't just say goonbag. I can just say it. And if people get confused, they can ask me what it is. Bag of goons. Yeah, exactly, you got it.
Scotland Yard doesn't arrest people without good cause. That should be beyond question.
You know, now I can't ask. We've told you what it is, haven't we? So let's choose something else and when ask. They're free to. I they're free to think of something else, but like if they don't want to ask, they don't want to ask.
Inspector Gregson, the prosecution calls for your formal testimony. Explain to the court precisely why the constabulary came to arrest the Nipponese student.
Yes, sir.
Alright, Mr. Infinite Fish and Chips, land on me.
As I said, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the incident occurred. There was an unusually light fog. Visibility was reasonably good, and there was no one else about but the victim and the accused. Out of the blue, the victim was stabbed from behind and subsequently collapsed on the pavement. The accused ran off, scattering his belongings all over the floor. Those being a number of old books he just bought. He was on his way home from the bookshop, it seems. It was just a matter of working out who the books belonged to. You found the bloke who arrested him.
That is the most flimsy fucking shit. You can at least bring him up as like, I don't know, a witness. You just have to fucking arrest him immediately. I don't know.
Old books, you say? Yes, my lord. I have a photograph here of the scene of the crime, taken immediately after the incident. Ah, yes, I can clearly see the books of which you are referring.
He's yellow straight to jail. Oh my god. You can't just say that shit.
I will take that photograph print as evidence, please, Inspector.
This crime scene photograph has been entered into the court record.
You Nipponese are a spineless breed, too cowardly to admit defeat.
So, someone was telling me that Nipponese is not inherently a racist thing to call someone. But like, the rest of this is terrible.
Denying everything despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary.
Well, forgive me, Lord Van Zex, but the defendant is not denying everything, as you put it. The way he's using it doesn't help his case. Yeah. What are you doing, Mr. Sato?
Do go on.
Mr. Natsume has admitted to playing some part in the incident. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, now you mention it. When we visited him in prison yesterday, he did tell us what had all happened. Sorry, my brain was like, what is this sentence? He did tell us what had all happened. Why did you just say he did tell us what had happened? Why did you put the word all in there? What? Am I crazy? Do I not know how to read?
As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me.
1300-655.
You can't tell me that that's a normal fucking sentence, okay?
A woman wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed onto the cold, hard slabs of stone at my feet. I was terrified. I had to get away from them. So I ran as fast as my legs could carry me back to my accursed lodgings. Humph. A green overcoat?
Well, that's exactly what the woman in the print is wearing.
Oh my, a photographic print in full color. What will the world come up with next?
For a second I thought that No, no. Phallic. That's terrible. But a very funny image in my head. The defendant has done nothing more than admit he fled the scene of a terrifying incident. That does not mean he's guilty of the heinous crime of stabbing the woman in the back.
There was nobody else there at the time, just the two of them, the victim and the accused. In other words, there is nobody else who could possibly have stabbed the woman. A fact that the accused concedes.
I think the show is absolute trash for the music. Yeah, Family Guy is trash. It's it really is low hanging fruit kind of humor. I swear.
It seems this cross-examination could prove to be pivotal, counsel. Proceed, please.
Yes, my lord. Nothing for it. I have to use this cross-examination to turn the tables here. That is our only chance. It's still really wild to me that the jury can just kind of decide, like, put their vote in immediately, and then like that's it. Like in the middle of talking, they're just like, "Nah, I fucking think he's a piece of shit." They created a new way to just watch shows through clips. Yeah, I've been getting so many Game of Thrones like shorts. Game of Thrones shorts lately. There's so many. You got a JoJo meme wrong? Ah, sorry. My hands are everywhere. I'm fixing my necklace. As I said, 5 o'clock, blah blah blah. We missed him. I like fuck you say.
Well, like for London, you could see the opposite side of the street for once. Not much further though.
That's lying, is it?
Round these parts, yes. Not something I'd expect a Japanese fellow like yourself to know, of course.
I've heard that London is famous for its fog, but in my country, people usually imagine that gives a city a rather beautiful appearance. Fixing. The loop was like, like here on my neck, and it was annoying me.
Tisk, how quaint. Yes, well,
No, wrong voice.
yes, well, it's not something us Londoners tend to romanticize. I expect you can appreciate.
I see.
At this time of year, the fog causes a large number of accidents, especially when it's heavy. Sometimes you can't even see your own hand at the end of your arm.
Is London fog really that bad? Or is this some funny exaggeration?
Indeed, the other day I was very nearly trampled by horses before I could see the carriage they were pulling.
Susan and I should definitely remember to stop and look and listen.
However, on the day that concerns us, the fog was somewhat lighter than usual. A fact no doubt lamented by the accused.
More pollution than fog? Yeah, smog. Visibility reasonably good. No, it's no one else but the... Oh, let's press that. How are you able to state that with any certainty?
Quite simply, my learned friend, because that is what the witnesses to this crime have told us.
Yes. Inspector Gregson mentioned the witnesses yesterday, didn't he? That's right. One of them is a policeman, I believe, from Scotland Yard.
That is correct, ma'am.
I love that when he slams his head on the table and he's like being uncertain about it. It just makes a little like slap, like a little like a. Then we must hear their testimony.
The prosecution will of course call them to the stand, should it be necessary.
Right? That's what That's what I'm talking about. No one was there. There's witnesses. Fucking pick one. But wait a minute. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, in the middle of winter, it would have been dark already. No matter how light the fog might have been, no one could have seen.
I am unaware of the situation of your tiny island in the east. But here in the capital city of Great Britain, all main roads are illuminated in the night by gas street lamps.
Look, bud. I feel like light doesn't help with fog. It makes it worse.
The prosecution believes there would have been ample light by which to witness the crime. Right, here in London, for the first time in history, mankind has completely conquered the darkness.
No, you haven't. No, how do we British men have evolved to see through fog? We call it hallucination. Which means we really need to hear those witness statements. If I could get through the fog of this cross-examination, maybe we'll be able to.
It seems the counsel for the defense is taking stock. Continue with your testimony, Inspector.
Out of the blue, she got fucking stabbed. Hold it! Hold it! What you mean stabbed? From behind, you say?
That's right, as you can see from the print.
What if... what if she wore her clothes backwards and she was walking forwards with her clothes on backwards? What if...
Yes, quite so, Inspector. The handle of the weapon is clearly protruding from the victim's back. And you say this poor woman, Miss Green, remains in critical condition, comatose no less?
Shut the fuck up, old man. Oh my god. You need to stop talking. Victor's name itself.
I'm afraid so, my lord. Yes, she's being treated at Bart's.
Okay. Be safe. See you soon. I'll see you later. We'll keep this open. Okay.
I was hopeful she'd come around before the trial started, so I could take the statement, but it wasn't to be.
It's a kiss. Ah.
Yes, that is a pity. It would have been most illuminating to hear the victim's own account of events.
I bet she's gonna burst through the hole and be, no! Soseki is my lover! He would never stab me! Ah. And then, I don't know, they like make out on in the stand, I don't fucking know. And then everyone's like, then who stabbed you? And then it's some weird ass thing. I don't know, the knife fell out of the sky.
Luck is on your client's side, it seems.
It was the knife goblin. Oh, it was that homeless chick. It was that homeless kid. Came in and like, it was like, fuck this woman in particular. I want to steal her shit. And then they stabbed her. And I went, oh, she doesn't have anything. On the contrary, my client has been exceedingly unlucky.
Your force of tone is seriously undermined by those disturbingly wide eyes, I'm afraid.
Yeah, my eyes are wider than yours, but... Oh, hey, Des! Thank you for the raid again. Hello, hello. Welcome in, raiders. Hi. I hope you had fun with Stargy. One of these days, I will raid you back if, timing permits. Objection! Ah! How's your game? I hope you had fun.
The accused ran off scattering his belongings on the floor.
Okay. Hold it! Mr. Natsume's belongings?
I think you'll find it's all there in the photographic print of the crime scene.
Feels good, ended a bit earlier, it's very tired. Oh, okay. Well, at least you got some in. That was good. As long as you had fun. And I hope you get a good rest.
Yes, the 3 books on the floor. That's right, my lord. Second-hand books they were. Irreparably damaged after falling in the snow, of course.
Poor books.
The accused could easily have carried all 3 books in one hand.
Did a lot of gambling at the fair? Nice. Did you win stuff? Let's go gambling.
Which means his other hand would have been free to wield a knife, for example.
He's very clever, isn't he? What do you mean? He made it extremely hard for you to assert that Mr. Natsume had his hands full with his books. Always bet on green. My wife would know. She's played that game so much. Maxed out at 999. Nice. Well done. We love gambling. We love spinning. He's managed to close the one avenue escape we might have had before we even knew it was there.
You mean to say the defendant was holding his belongings as he thrust the knife into the woman's back?
Shut! God, this judge needs to stop talking.
That's what happened, my lord, yes.
Number books. The defendant apparently visits a second-hand bookshop on a daily basis. The judge is always a nuisance. Yes, he is. He's such a piece of work. I swear to God. Yeah. Messing with my microphone. Sorry.
Yes, so I understand. A shop full of old English literature. I commend the accused on the lofty subject matter of his scholarly attention.
Oh my God. Sentences. Yeah. The judge is the Netflix second screen narrator that has to tell you what's going on every few minutes. Thank you. He needs to summarize everything for me constantly, and then plant little seeds.
1-300-655-506.
You know, sometimes I do wonder if that reading and writing helpline is still open, so that I can call it, because I'm really bad at reading.
The bloke's room was stacked floor to ceiling with those musty old books.
It is? Oh, sick. Can you tell us more about the bookshop in question, please, Inspector?
Well, if I must, I'll have to ask you to look at the street map again, I'm afraid.
Look at this map. Bourbon Books.
The closest second-hand shop to the accused lodgings is this place here, Bourbon Books.
Still plenty of illiterate little adults. Oh, why would they close? That's true.
A little place on the corner of Briar Road and
Meersham Street.
Meersham Street. As it happens, the accused is currently living in lodgings on the other side of Briar Road on the opposite end. Which means it doesn't take a genius to work out the route he would have taken home.
Thank you. Thank you for illustrating this.
Something like this.
The local maps information has been updated in the court record. Yay! Yippee!
Yes, I concur with your conclusion, Inspector. The defendant would certainly have passed the scene of the crime on his way home from that particular shop.
Mr. Naruhodo, I think that is what the inspector just told us. But what the inspector just told us could turn out to be of vital importance. Yeah, I agree. The most important point that the inspector just made being the bookshop's location. Good luck for a bit. It's nice catching you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the raid. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for liking too. And I hope the rest of you had a nice stream with them. The crucial detail in what you've just told the court, Inspector, is the location of the bookshop.
I couldn't agree more.
So, where is it exactly?
Huh? Are you winding me up, sunshine? I just explained that. I got the map out and everything, used red blooming ink, and drew the bloke's route home for you. And I distinctly remember seeing you nod along, Counsel.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I must have been so nervous I didn't take it in.
The blunder of the days goes to you, my learned friend.
No, not yet. The trial's only just begun after all. Mr. Naruhodo, I would strongly advise you look carefully through the court record at this stage. Okay. Oh, fine. Look at it. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, look. Look, it's Bourbon Books. See if you write it funny. I need to look at this. I suppose there wouldn't be that much blood on the knife, if she got stabbed like that. Because she has like a huge overcoat on. But like, if they pull the knife out of her, surely there'd be something like on it, which there isn't. So it kind of makes me wonder, like, what actually got her. Probably got shocked and fainted and went into coma? I suppose you could. Yes, miss. At once, miss. Sorry, I made a mistake, miss.
Inspector, continue with your testimony, please.
Okay. Just a matter of working out who the books belong to. Hold it! You asked for help of the famous detective Sherlock Holmes to locate the defendant, I believe.
Stuff and nonsense.
Sorry?
That jack in the office, that busybody, just comes in and sticks us all in whether we ask him or not.
But according to what I have here, Mr. Holmes was shown to be at the scene by shown to the scene by Scotland Yard detectives.
Well, that was nothing to do with me. The lads at the scene must have done it without my permission. I tell them time and again, whenever something happens, send word to headquarters. Then follow your blooming instructions.
I see. Right, stop squishing your fish chips. Your fish and chips now.
If that meddler gets hands on any details, we'll all be reading in Rad's magazine next month.
I bet he wraps his fish and chips in the magazine.
You can bet your lost father and I'll be in there too, stripped of all my hard work on the case. Yes, Mr. Shums. No, Mr. Shums. Aren't you clever, Mr. Shums? All thanks I'll be getting.
It's kind of complex.
Inspector, if the man is proving detrimental to the yard's activities, perhaps I should step in and deal with him?
I love his face. It appears Inspector Gregson is lost for words. Yes, the Reaper's words carry a lot of weight, obviously.
Anyway, point is, that little Japanese bloke's already admitted it. He's admitted that those books all over pavement at the scene were the ones he bought that day.
Alright, well, cool. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? If you're unable to sway the jury during this cross-examination, I'm afraid that Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed. Yes, they're sure to find him guilty. So one way or another, I have to expose an undeniable inconsistency in the inspector's testimony. Okay. Alright, 5 o'clock in the afternoon is unusually light fog. There's no one but the accused. What do I... blues, stand in the back. I need to present something here. Ralph scattering his belongings. No overall books he just bought. Just a matter of working out who the books belong to. Okay, there's something about the fog that I have to... all the witnesses that I have to present something for. But what? My armband! We save. Where's our pin? It's in our armband. I need to present something. Fuck. I feel really dumb. Every single time they're just like, you gotta present something. I'm like, present what? 2 shillings for these 3 books. Wow, great. Oh, it's from your books. It's not from fucking Bourbon. Oh yeah, fucking stupid loud. Objection! It's fucking your books, you shithead. There's clearly something odd about the last statement made by the witness. Clearly something odd here. Oh fuck. Wrong one. Oh haha, please don't mind me. No. I'm reloading. Yes, I'm a save scummer, I don't care. Game hard. I'm stupid. What am I meant to present to you? I mean, I can press you about the books thing, but I can't present anything while I'm pressing them. And I can't present things in tandem either. Can I present the map? No, I don't think so. 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Is there something here? No, there's no mention of the time. 4:45? That's like so close to the time. Like 15 minutes after, like after we brought books. Maybe I can just present it. No, that's not gonna work. Nope. Nope, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I failed to see the connection. You seem to be connecting all the other fucking dots. Oh, the payment. Oh, what is way over the bookshop? I feel like I'm losing my shit. Someone please help dumb streamer. Says a receipt. I'm kind of forgetting what I already did. I've already forgotten what I've already presented and what I haven't. Jesus Christ.
Hold it!
No, I can't present anything. Yeah, the discrepancy here is that they said it's from Bourbon Books, but the receipt says it's from your books, which is different. See, your books. I already presented the receipt there. Yeah, and then they're just like, yeah, he walked his way home that way. And of course everyone's like, oh, what about, it's of vital importance. Yes, it's of vital importance, but what the fuck am I meant to... Oh, it's the name. I picked the wrong fucking option to begin with, because I didn't read the goddamn receipt. Inspector Gregson, can I ask you a favor?
What?
Would you kindly add the name of the bookshop to your formal testimony, please? There we go. Oh my Jesus Christ. It may be of vital importance.
Maybe?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, yes. It's a very important clue.
Very well, not that I can see it being of any great significance. But please revise your testimony accordingly, Inspector.
There we go. Now I can present the goddamn receipt.
Yes, sir, my lord, whatever you say.
Could the man be any more sardonic?
I was my own from Bourbon Books.
Well, check this shit out, dumbass. If I could just stop you there, Inspector Gregson.
What is it, sunshine? I'm a busy man, you know.
Oh, you're in court. You can stay here as long as we need you. This is a receipt we found in Mr. Natsunomi's room. It was issued on the day of the incident, and the details of the details the purchase of 3 secondhand books. Ah.
You found that in the accused's room, did you?
Yes, but the point is not where the receipt was found, but the name of the shop printed on it.
Go on.
This receipt was issued from a bookshop called Your Books.
Your books? Y-O-R-E, I presume?
Yes, my lord. So Mr. Natsume did indeed purchase a number of books at a secondhand bookshop that day. However, the bookshop in question was not Bourbon Books.
Huh? What? Inspector, do you know that there's do you know of this other bookshop? Yes, sir. Your Books is another second-hand bookshop not far from Bourbon Books. It's just that, well, it's such a small place, I didn't think the accused would have known about it.
Objection.
But in fact, that is the bookshop which the defendant visited on the day in question. And this receipt proves it.
Objection.
What are you objecting, motherfucker?
Yes, for what difference it makes. Wherever the man purchased his musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis.
Well, buddy boy, it sure does, because that changes his route.
Objection.
I disagree. I mean, after all, I have the street map here, if that might be of help. Oh, yes, thank you. Let's have a look at this, please. Have a look at this, please. If the defendant has been returning from Bourbon Books, then yes, he would almost certainly have passed where Miss Green was attacked. However, if we take into account the fact that he was actually at another bookshop, Your Books, it may very well turn out that he wouldn't have passed that location at all.
Could that be true?
My, it rather depends on where the other bookshop is, but I do declare it might be a possibility. Is that right, Mr. Lawyer, sir? What you just said? Absolutely could be right. Absolutely could be. My plausible deniability through the roof.
Inspector Gregson, where is Your Books? Where is this Your Books establishment? Well, Obviously, we looked into that.
Good job, bud. Good job. Can't say absolutely and could in the series. He absolutely could. He absolutely could say it.
It turns out that your books is just here on the next corner of Meersham Street going east.
The local maps and information has been updated in the... Darren! Hey, how you going? And there you have it. As you can clearly see now. Oh. I'll probably stop drinking. God. Good, we had the first session on Sunday. I'm so happy for you guys. I was terribly busy on Sunday. I will watch the VOD when I can. If there is a VOD. Who was hosting the... Oh wait, all of you are probably streaming it, right? How's Swords? Swords is great. I've got a new spear haft now. I'm just waiting for the head and the butt spike to make it. No one's streaming. Damn it, guys, come on. I want to watch you guys play. But yes, Swords is good. I might have gone a little bit too hard and my arm kind of hurts, but it was good. I liked it a lot. I also did some archery. Haven't done that in a while.
My learned Nipponese friend is obviously in training to be a clown. The way he regales us with such witticisms. To your future career in the circus.
Grr. You put that glass down now or I'll put it down. Put it down for you. Oh my god, sister.
I didn't think I needed to spell it out, but here we go. If the accused was coming home from your books instead of bourbon books, there's no doubt he would have passed the place where the victim was stabbed.
What? No, I would have gone to a calabash. I'll let them know you're annoyed they didn't stream archery that did your arm if you haven't done in a while. Yeah, probably. But doing archery and then doing sword fighting right afterwards does not help. Oh, ow.
Yes, thank you, Inspector.
Archery first, then rapier? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I swear I had a 5-minute break in between. A 5-minute break to remove my archery gear and then put my rapier gear on.
Allow me to reiterate for my learned, if somewhat slow, Nipponese friend.
Bro. It's pattering. No. Alright, we'll wait the half a minute. I need to stretch a little bit anyway. Because my shoulders hurt. Oh. Oh, my wrists. My wrists. I cracked my wrists and now they burn. Don't worry, Baron. The ads only go for half a minute.
Wherever the man purchased his musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis.
That's a big crack. It was a big crack. Oh, did it come through the microphone? As I suspected, you can't fool me, and I don't suggest you try.
What I say, eh? I've had enough of this. I beg your pardon. Terribly sorry, but would you mind repeating that?
Mr. Naruhodo, we mustn't give up. What do you mean? If the prosecution's assertion is correct, the members of the jury may very well decide that Mr. Natsume is guilty. She's absolutely right. We must consider the assertion just put forward by the prosecution very, very carefully. They claim Soseki-san must have passed the location of the incident on his way home from your books, but we raise an objection because that's the only fucking answer. The assertion just made by the prosecution is fundamentally flawed.
Explain yourself, counsel.
Yes, my lord. You can see what I mean on this map. When returning from your books to his lodgings, Mr. Natsume could have followed the route suggested by the prosecution. However, that isn't the only conceivable route to take between the two places. If the defendant used these streets, look what happens. Slam my fist. He arrives back at his lodgings without passing the location where the victim was attacked.
Objection!
Talking back to a clown is a fool's errand, of course. However, I feel compelled to point out that route is what is commonly referred to as the long way round.
Oh.
On a cold winter's night, why would any man choose to take a longer route home?
Well, it's possibly because he's foreign and he doesn't understand the roads very well.
The answer is extremely simple. He wouldn't. In other words, the accused took the obvious route back to his lodgings and is the obvious perpetrator of this crime.
But, yes, I've got it. Obviously, we must ask the man himself. Ask Mr. Natsume which route he took home.
I have already informed the court of the accused's response to such questioning. He claims he has no recollection.
Your car said 38. Oof.
That's right. As I said, the bloke seems to spend his time outside wandering aimlessly from A to B. That day was no exception. He says he doesn't remember where he was and which route he took home.
Which route? I don't believe this. Oops, fuck. No! Stop! Stop! Game. Game! Show me! Show me the stuff. There we go. Oh, why did my fucking controller disconnect?
I thank you, my learned friend, and suggest that we do not waste any more of the court's time by wandering aimlessly around this subject. Pray, what say you, insightful jurors?
But even if that is the case, the defense still...
I agree with Lord Van Zykes.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Wholeheartedly and in every way.
You just have it out for me because you're a fucking biased piece of shit. What? I don't believe it. Does that mean... What does this mean?
We members of the jury are completely convinced now. Very well. In that case, I hereby call upon all the members of the jury to present your findings to the court.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty! 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 Guilty!
Bro, he's dead. He's dead now. He's dead.
It would appear that jury's leaning is unanimous.
Almost every trial, are like, yeah, it has to. Apparently. Right? How can anyone defend shit if, like, if the jury is always just able to come up with their fucking answer, like, immediately? Is bro having wine in court? Yeah, he is. He's broken, like, a bottle and 3 glasses in this courtroom alone, like, in this one session. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets.
To the insightful members of the jury, I applaud your brave resolve. You serve Queen and country admirably.
He could just be drinking apple juice. No, he's drinking goon.
In pretty like
Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm dead. I have perished. I've been murdered. Can we hold a trial now? For my murder?
Not yet.
This isn't over yet. It kinda is, bud. I don't know what to...
I still have one chance to sway the opinion of the jury.
Oh right, that's right. I can do the funny cross-examination thingy of the jury.
I have to tip the balance of the scales the other way. I have to turn this around. Somehow.
Those are the eyes of quarry not yet willing to give up and die.
No.
So I presume you intend to wield your rights again in this trial. The rights of the defense written into antiquated British law that should have been buried long ago.
All antiquated.
I can't say this word. I can't say this word quickly.
Call it antiquated, if you will. But it's still the defense's prerogative to carry out a summation examination if it so chooses.
Why would you choose not to? Like, this is the only reason the defense can do anything with this jury, is this summation whatever.
Very well, counsel. In accordance with the letter of the law, we shall proceed with the summation examination. Are the members of the jury ready, Mr. Foreman?
Of course we're ready. I'm all too familiar with that Nipponese whippersnapper and his onkus refusal to throw in his alley? What?
Very well then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you determine the defendant to be guilty.
Alrighty, let's go. For pity's sake. I gave him the wrong fucking voice again. Pity's sake. That little Nipponese oddity already admitted himself, didn't he?
If he said that woman in green collapsed before his eyes, why it can only have been the victim?
What?
He said that a woman.
Okay.
The man wouldn't have gone around to the houses on his way back to the bookshop. Not in winter. The poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful. He had a higher voice than I realized when he gave his vote. I'm wondering if I should try giving him a higher voice. I can't be bothered.
I really don't care. Can't we just wrap this up now? I've got work to be doing. Your books is, yes, nice shop that. But bourbon books? No, not worth a visit.
What?
With only minor exceptions, the reasons for finding the defendant guilty are all too clear.
What?
No, they're not. When the stabbing occurred, the only two people at the scene were the victim and the accused. And the accused himself has admitted to seeing the victim in her green overcoat sink to the ground before his eyes. Furthermore, we have heard from the inspector that the defendant had then fled the scene. I must say, I would have ample grounds to convict this man already.
Shut up, bro. Oh god. I need a drink. I need some fucking alcohol to deal with this judge. Oh dear, even the judge appears convinced of Mitsunatsume's guilt now. Why do you have to run away like that? How are we supposed to believe in some phantom attacker that nobody could see? This is impossible. How can I possibly make a case for the defense? Mr. Nahoda, this is no time for grumbling. Thanks, I'll drink again. If we want to force the trial to continue... Yes, I know. I have to turn the tide. I must make the jurors change their minds.
Now you know why the vampire gets drunk every trial.
Bro, I get it now. Give me like a fucking... Ugh. Give me a fucking Long Island iced tea. Like several fruit tingles or some shit, I don't know. Give me something.
Give me something to deal with these people.
Oh, 4 of them at least. Exactly. We have no choice but to forge forward.
You have the floor, counsel. Begin your summation examination.
Yes, my lord. Oh, my cheeks. I just need to keep this trial going somehow. Whatever it takes. Come on, Ryunosuke. You can do it. Can you? Can you do it? Your examination. If I threaten them with the sword, will they change their mind? Himself. He wouldn't have gone back. Before his eyes. No, they pointed out something with this guy. Like the sound cue like went for this guy. But I don't know who. Oh, I should probably press them, shouldn't I? I forgot I could press them. Excuse me, but aren't you?
Yes, that's right. I was the one in the witness stand myself just 2 days ago.
Yes, I had a feeling I knew your face, or the side of it anyway. If I remember correctly, you're a banker, aren't you? That's right. After the gold rush down under, I came back to London for... He's Australian. I came back to London to work.
So I did give him the right voice.
It was all going swimmingly until you started fossicking around. Bruce Fairplay was a man of repute. Sorry. Don't think I've forgotten how you treated me the other day. You had me and the young hatter pegged as criminals.
Oh, well, you know, water under the bridge.
Now there's all sorts of rumors buzzing around. The police have been badgering me non-stop. If I could turn back the clock. Well, anyway, I don't know about the hatter, but at least I'm in the clear now. And free to make up my own mind about who's guilty and who isn't.
Thank goodness. Alright, maybe I might struggle to change this man's mind given our awkward history. That's why he shouldn't be here, because that's a conflict of interest.
Oh dear, I wonder what's become of Mr. First now.
That's for its very eyes. Yeah, tell me something else.
You're right, at the time of the incident. The defendant admits to having seen someone wearing a green overcoat walking ahead of him. Well, quite. That's precisely my point. Clearly that someone wearing green was the victim. And clearly that funny little Nipponese man with the disturbing moustache is the culprit. But let us not forget, madam, the defendant vehemently denies attacking the woman. Why, of course he does. If he admits to stabbing her, his life is over. The man is obviously a liver-faced coward, honestly, claiming the woman simply collapsed before his eyes. But if that's a lie, that as you're suggesting, do you think he could have concocted something more credible? Oh, I couldn't really say. After all, you're foreign. Who's to say what goes through your funny little minds?
Wow, this bitch. The hell?
I can tell you what's going through my funny little mind right now, but you wouldn't like it. I do declare the man has already made the admission. He himself stated that there was nobody else around. Surely the conclusion is obvious. No one else could have possibly committed this awful crime. If no one else could have done it, the accused must be the man. Really, it couldn't be more simple.
Your argument is compelling in its simplicity, I must admit.
Shut the f-
No one fucking asked you. No one asked you.
Oh my, you're too kind, my lord.
That went well for her.
A man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, not in winter. But you can't deny that there was other routes Mr. Natsumi could have taken from your books. Oh, yes. He drew on the map, you mean? What was it? Calabash Road or something?
Precisely.
But it seems to me that what counts is whether the little Japanese fellow actually went that way or not. Well, yes, that's true.
And at the moment, there's no proof that shows he did, is there?
Oh, yes, that's true as well. As I understand it, the accused himself doesn't remember which way he went, does he?
Oh, yes, that's annoyingly true.
Winter nights are dark and cold, so the way I see it, you'd want to get home as quickly as possible.
Oh, yes. Why is this all true?
So really the only thing that makes sense is that he went home along Briar Road. I'm supposed to be convincing you here. I've given it a lot of thought, you know. I didn't just make up my mind on a whim that he did it. I mean, there was some logical reason he might have gone the Calabash Road way. It'd be different. I'd be happy to reconsider my position in that case. Honest, I would. A reason why Soseki-san might have taken the longer way home. Yes, a good reason. I don't imagine you'll be able to sway this young man's opinion without one.
Hold it!
Whatever is the matter, young man? You're the wife of Mr. Garadeb, aren't you? The landlord who rents Mr. Natsume his room. The master's wife? Where did you get your idea, sir? I'm the maid. The maid, you understand. She's keeping up that trade? Oh, this is going to be awkward.
So you have a juror who has a secret identity? Oh, I'm sure that's so unbiased and like not. Just, oh my god,
Why didn't you mention this yesterday? That you'd be selected for the jury in this trial, I mean. Well, I was told not to mention it to anyone until the day of the trial, you see. It was in the letter I received. The instructions were very clear, so I'm afraid I had no choice. I see. Anyway, Mr. Natsume, the defendant, takes lodging in your master's house, doesn't he? Yes, that's right. Although he's only been in a little over a week now. And in that time, surely you must have taken stock of his character. Does Mr. Natsume look like the kind of man who would commit a crime such as this? Oh my goodness, yes, he's just the sort. What? Spending all his time in the dark, dingy room sporting that unscrupulous moustache. The man never speaks, and don't get me started on those shifty eyes. All the neighbors are talking about him. I've heard them, you know. People think he must be building a bomb in there or something. Oh dear. Poor Mr. Natsume. How could people say such things about him? He's just a harmless bookworm. Nothing more.
well, you just called him a worms. No, come on, bro.
Anyway, I better be careful about inviting this maid to speak. She's said enough damning things already.
Hold it!
Got work? Too bad. A man's life is on the line, sir. This will take as long as it takes.
Don't get clever with me now, son. My life's on the line too, and so is my family's.
I don't know why I gave him an Australian accent too.
Ah,
Like so you wouldn't understand, but a labourer like me can't afford to take time off.
That's usually why they pay you to come be a juror, right? They pay you for your time, your lost work time.
but I suppose back in the 19th century that wasn't a thing.
If I don't work, I don't eat. And neither do my wife or kids.
Oh, I see. That must be very hard.
I go to the union every morning to find out what needs doing. If you're late, the work's taken, it's tough. This time of year, there's water and gas supply pipes bursting left, right, and center. They're after cheap labor to get the roads dug up to fix it. The hard slog from dawn till dusk it is.
So, you're out digging up roads on the day of the incident as well, were you?
That's right. In fact, I remember rightly. It was just round the corner from where it all happened. By the old bookshop I was.
What? Another coincidence.
That's right.
Measham Street was. Measham Street? On the map list, no, hold on. There's only 3 named streets. During number 5, I need you to add that information to your formal statement, please. What's the point in that? Can't we just get to this business over with? Please, sir, it's important. Just fine. I'll do it then. That happened. I was digging up. Can I push you for this one as well? So if I understand correctly, you're a day laborer and you were doing road maintenance that day. That's right. Like I said, you had a lot of burst gas and water pipes underground in the middle of winter. It's only a time of year fellas like me can actually make a few bob. And I'm missing out today. And when you say from dawn till dusk, well, work has to be complete within the day, see? No coaches or pedestrians can pass while that's happening. I wonder if I could trouble you, sir. To mark on the street map the exact location of the works you're carrying out. Give it here then. Let me have a look. Right, let's see then. Here we are. Measham Street. Yes. Just here like. It was a tidy dig, I can tell you. We had to get all the drifts of snow that had frozen solid. And what sort of time did you finish the work? Well, we started in the morning and kind of finished before gone 6, I'd say. The snow had stopped coming down. It was long past dark for sure. My back. Oh. That means the roadwork was still going on when Miss Green was attacked around 5 o'clock. Roadworks on Measham Street, huh? Nice shop, that.
Bad book's not worth a visit. Eh? Sorry? Bold it, you say? Bold what?
No. What I said is hold it. No. What I wanted to ask was, do you visit your books often?
I like the old books they have in there, yes. I enjoy reading them over a nice cup of old tea.
Old tea? You don't like new tea?
It's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're talking about.
And what time did you visit your books on the day in question?
Well, I was picking up books there in the all afternoon, and it would have been just before 5 that I left. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're talking about.
It's before 5, you say? Exactly when the victim was attacked. Are you sure about the time?
Oh yes, no mistake in there. I remember it well. I'm not about to forget that day in a hurry. Not after the dreadful time I had.
What do you mean?
Well, I was walking down Calabash Road when I slipped and ice and donked my head. It was way worse after the snow stopped falling, when it's most slippery.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did everyone just fucking slip and knock themselves out? What if the okay. What if this lady had that thing in her back like the whole time, and she just slipped in the ice and fell over and clonked her head and went coma? And that's it. That's why the knife has no blood on it, because she like accidentally leaned back on it, and then then she's just walking around with it.
Knocked myself clean out, I did. I just thought my number was up.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. This happened on Calabash Road? Oh my god! Oh my god, you're the guy. this is the guy. He has a green coat on. He's the one that slipped in the street. And he went, oh my god! And then he ran away.
That's right, I live in Cornpipe, you see.
So stupid it could be. Oh my god. Oh, mark my fucking words. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be so funny.
And Calabash Road is the quickest way for me to get back from your books.
During number 6, I must insist that you add that information to your formal statement. It may very well be extremely significant.
I'm sorry. Extremely sick. No, I'm quite alright now.
It sends a shift down my spine to hear the members of the jury so convinced of Mr. Natsume's guilt. But I can't help feeling that some of their opinions that are rather subjective. I agree. It's the irrelevance of what some of them are saying that sends a shiver down my spine. Still, at least some of their assertions don't actually incriminate Mr. Natsume of anything. That's something. We must use that to our advantage, Mr. Naruto, cunningly. Yes, you're right. Let's listen to the jurors again, carefully. And if any of their assertions are at odds, I'll pit them mercilessly against each other. Yes, don't hold back. Pit them all against each other. Is she reading my mind? Like actually? Or am I just saying these things like really, really quietly? Okay, not you, not you. Okay, so you... I pit you against him.
Objection.
Because he can't go down that road. Those two statements are clearly at odds with one another.
At odds, Council. Explain yourself.
You fucking heard it. Like, come on. Keep up, old man. Please don't point. It wasn't me, I swear.
Ah, what? I just want to get this done and dusted.
Well, jury number 3. Oh, Misa. What do you mean? Jury number 5's words are now extremely significant. Let's take a moment to consider the implications of what's been said on our map of the local area. On the day in question, Mr. Natsume visited the bookshop to purchase a number of secondhand books. On the same day, we now know that there was works being carried out on Meersham Street, making it impassable. Which means that the defendant's route home could not have taken him along Meersham Street and down Bryan Road. Oh yes, of course! What do you think, sir? Well, yes, you can't argue with that really, can you? We must be a good 2 yards or more of pavement up. Every gentleman and gentlewoman that came along had to turn back and go the other way. So the only conclusion is this. The defendant must have taken the longer route back to his lodgings. Yes, I suppose he must have. And the person in the green coat that he saw fall over was this old man. Right here. I suppose that must be right, eh? No, that doesn't really explain the books. Oh, wait. Huh? Yeah, okay. How did his books get everywhere? Or was it her books? It must have been her books that are everywhere. Juror number 3, you said the following. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop. But we see now that he had no choice. Yes! My lord, my judge, sir, may I?
Yes?
I don't think I'm all good in all good conscience that I can say the man's guilty now. Yes, I'd like to see this trial continue so we can get to the bottom of what really happened. Where is this flame coming from? And how is it being propelled by them just smacking their hand on the bench? What about you, sir?
Who, me?
Well, right then. There's a hole in the prosecution's argument. It should be filled in, that's what I say. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. That was wonderful. Well, we managed to change a couple minds at least, to strengthen our position somewhat. Yes, and it will prompt the other members of the jury to reconsider their stance as well. They'll be asking themselves if their current leanings are really right or not. Now, if only we could just identify one more clue or discrepancy that would make them stop doubting Mr. Natsume. Might be able to tip the balance completely. Yeah, I have to pit the old man against one of the women because of the green coat thing. Yes, that's exactly what we've got to do. Events X is looking to bring this trial to an early conclusion, as usual. That's what we have to prevent, by whatever means we have at our disposal.
Thank you, counsel. With the summation... On with the summation examination, please.
Yes, my lord. Woman in green. I'm gonna try this P against Music starts perfect. Those two statements are clearly show a flaw in the juror's reasoning.
A flaw? What are you talking about, counsel?
Well, juror number 2, juror number 6. My, whatever do you mean, sir? I think perhaps the old man didn't hear. Unbelievable. It's not like I was loud or anything. There's at least one fact of which we can be sure of here. The bookshop receipt found in the defendant's room clearly indicates that on the day of the attack, he had been to Your Books and purchased a number of second-hand titles. He then returned home on foot. But the man says he has no recollection of his journey. That's correct. But what does he remember? What he does remember is seeing someone appear in front of him on the way. Someone in a green overcoat suddenly collapsed on the pavement before his eyes. Yes, we're all aware of this. The poor young woman was stabbed, obviously.
Objection.
Can we really be sure of that, madam? My, whatever do you mean? I'm sure you've heard juror number 6's account of what happened to him that day. That same afternoon, there was someone else apart from the victim who was wearing a green overcoat and who fell over on the icy streets in the neighborhood. Oh my! My goodness, you mean... That's right. I'm referring of course, to hard of hearing juror number 6. He fell over and couldn't get up.
Oh, I have fallen and I cannot get up.
Are you really suggesting that the person in the green overcoat...
Ugh. Hold on. You sit up. Oh, fuck. Ow. My tail.
The person in the green overcoat whom the defendant saw collapse in front of his eyes... Oops. Was the jolly old gentleman at the end of the bench here with me today? I have to sit like a lesbian for a moment, hold on.
Sorry, bye.
That is entirely possible. Yes. Yeah, you need to stop stripping. Don't worry, I'm sitting on my foot like a real bi person does. Or is that what it is? Is that the joke? After all, the old man has a somewhat similar build to the victim.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness me.
Sorry. You need to pee.
Yes. And crucially, we know precisely where the old man in the green overcoat fell. On Calabash Road. Therefore, if the person who Mr. Natsume saw collapsing in front of him was in fact juror number 6, it means the defendant must have taken the long route back to his lodgings, which we've already confirmed. And if that's true, then clearly the crime scene on Briar Road where the woman was stabbed was not on his way home. Oh my. Then who stabbed her? No, I'm sticking with my theory that she slipped and fell. You idiot, old man. If you hadn't been so daft as to be roaming around about there, we'd have boxed this off hours ago. Bro. And really, what were you thinking wearing such a befuddling coat? What the fuck what are these accusations, man? He's just wearing a fucking green overcoat. It's not his fault he owns a green overcoat.
What did you say to me? Is it a crime for elderly to walk in the streets these days? Is it a crime to slip over on the ice? Is it a crime to keep up with the latest fashions and wear a beautiful green overcoat? Is it?
In it. My lord, I do hope it won't cause any inconvenience, but...
You'd like to change your leaning, I presume?
I do declare that I would. I should like to call it a verdict of not guilty. Thank you.
I would too.
What?
Is it a crime to change your mind, is it? Well, in it! Well, that examination has concluded with a rather large shift in opinion.
Of course it has, you're all stupid.
The eyes, 2. The nose, 4. The nose have it. Not guilty, they say. Which means we no longer have a consensus among the members of the jury. The trial will continue.
Objection!
Oh, fuck off. You saw, Lisa. Just because I'm really good at pitting people against each other when they have really bad reasoning. That's the...
That's the 4th glass you've broke in this last 2 hours.
Could it seem churlish of me to drink from my hallowed chalice moments after raising an objection?
Yeah.
Only to crush it in disgust. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
You gotta control yourself, man. I can't have you drinking alcohol in this court if you're an angry drunk. Which you obviously are. You're obviously a very angry drunk, and I feel unsafe. I feel unsafe around you. What if you're What if he's killing people after their sentencing, guilty or not, because he's in a drunken rage? He's actually a really shit lawyer. Like, he just gets really drunk and angry and kills people. Lord Fensex?
It seems I must retract my earlier remark.
What do you mean?
I mistakenly credited these jurors with intelligence by describing them as insightful. Yet, we have just witnessed them falling for a cheap trick performed by an Eastern entertainer.
You're such a racist motherfucker. He's such a racist. Bro, I forgave you the first time, but you keep doing it repeatedly. Yeah, you just keep going, oh, forgive my discourtesy while I vandalize everything and show that I'm a mentally unstable person. What? Huh? Whatever do you mean?
Objection.
I haven't tricked anyone. Everything I said is the truth.
Indeed. Stalwart juror number 5 was undoubtedly repairing the road as he claims. I believe you said it was a good 2 yards of pavement of which you evacuated, sir.
That's right. Took me a whole day and they paid me a measly tuppence for it.
Now, my learned Nipponese friend, tell me. Do you have any notion of the distance that 2 yards represents?
Okay, bud. That doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter how much they've actually dug up. The fact is that they have a protocol to tell people to fucking not go down that road when they're doing roadworks. Like, that's literally it. That's all that I need to know. Do they have a rule to stop people from crossing that road or going down that road while they're working? Yeah, they could have dug a hole that's like fucking 5 centimeters, and if they still have that rule that stops people from getting in the way of roadworks, that's it. They can't go across it. He fucking gives a shit. Stupid vampire. Well, if I'm honest, I have no clue. 2 yards is a little less than 2 meters. Less than 2 meters? That's not much at all.
In other words, a distance readily vaulted by anyone of moderate
Our fucking... Are you gonna look at this fucking bookworm and tell me he has moderate figure? He lives in a fucking basement full of books that are rotting. He does not have figure for fucking anything. Oh, I want to strangle this guy. Oh my god.
Would you not agree, my stalwart friend?
Shut.
Me? Well, I can't say you're wrong, no.
What?
And did you perchance erect a sign to prevent pedestrians from passing the site of your works? Oh, dream of it. What a waste of time. No coaches would have had a hope passing anyway, and we just turned any gentlefolk back when they came. Kids jump right over us all the time. The accused is no gentleman as far as I can see. I have little doubt, however, that he could spring over a 2-yard trench in his meanderings around town.
I have doubts. I don't think he can climb out of anything. I don't think he can jump over anything. Bro saw someone fall over and he just went, oh my god, he just threw everything everywhere. Like, what? Oh! Is that true? Is it?
No. The incontrovertible truth is that the books just purchased by the accused were found at the scene. There can be no doubt that on his way back to his lodgings, Mr. Natsume walked down Briar Road.
First in a single sentence. Okay. Do you have the names of these books written down? You're gonna have to tell me that much. Because they could have just been her books.
And that old man.
Old man, you can talk.
You say that around 5 o'clock on the day in question you slipped and fell on Calabash Road. Pray, was there a suspicious looking Nipponese behind you at that time?
I can't say as I remember.
You don't remember? How often do people fucking look behind themselves when they're walking down a street? Especially an old man who just goes to a bookshop every day. Like, how often do you think someone's gonna, like, turn around and go, oh my god, it's a Japanese guy? No. They're not gonna fucking remember who it was. He knocked himself out cold. What the fuck?
How about a wager, my learned friend? You say it was the old man that the accused saw. But I would lay 1,000 to 1 against you being able to prove it.
There's probably more people on this street anyway. You want me to go talk to everyone that was on that street? I'll go do it.
Order! Lord Van Sex, explain yourself.
My lord? If
God, I almost gave him the vampire's voice.
If you had such a trenchant argument up your sleeve, why in the world did you not profit during the summation examination?
I wanted to give this young foreign student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for. He wanted to see for himself how the opinion of the jury is so readily swayed. But my hospitality has limits, and they have been reached, I feel.
Dramatic.
So, my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is now over.
What are you talking about?
My lord.
He's naked. Oh my god.
The prosecution requests permission to call its next witnesses to the stand.
Oh boy. I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna win this, and Natsume is gonna die anyway. He's gonna die in a pile of books.
Granted, bailiff, bring forth the witnesses.
It's next witnesses? Mr. Naruto, do you not remember? We've been told on several occasions that there were eyewitnesses to the incident. There was no one at the scene, but also many witnesses. It all makes sense, doesn't it? It all makes so much fucking sense. God damn it. Yes, I remember. One of them is being a Scotland Yard policeman, no doubt. No less. I'm afraid that's likely to be the prosecution's next witness. Alright, no matter who Venzak, I keep saying his name wrong on purpose. No matter who Venzak brings to the stand as his witnesses, no matter what they say, I believe in Soseki-san. I know he's innocent. And I'll keep believing to the very end, until his battle is over. And then after that, I'll just believe he's guilty. What? Bro, so snoozy.
Witnesses, please state your names and occupations for the court.
I like a bow. It's kind of cute. What kind of voice should I give him? He looks pretty young. Is that a Muppet? I mean, to British people, sure, I'd call him a Muppet. Constable Royal... Rolly Beat? Rolly Bait? Hello. Rolly Beat. There's an E at the end, so it's... Bait? Yeah, beat. I'm just gonna call him Rolly Beat. Constable Rolly Beat, sir. Nothing to report on the streets, sir. And he falls fucking back to sleep. And I'm Mrs. Beat. Patricia's my name. I'm proud to say I'm this young town hero's wife. Sleepy Rolly. What's the story here? Well, in truth, we've not been married long. In fact, we celebrated our first anniversary only the other day. No, it was your husband I was asking about. He seems tired. Oh, I know why he's tired. That makes so much sense. You've only had your first anniversary the other day. Of course he's dead tired. Yeah, I get it. Got it. Can you give it the Valley Girl? I can try.
Hardly surprising. Whilst being an honorable occupation, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world.
No, I think being with a wife that's that energetic is gonna do it. Oh, really? Sure, I've heard that before, actually.
Indeed. Apart from rare days off, our gallant officers trudge like some 20 miles a day, you know. They patrol boarding houses and pubs, collect taxes, survey the streets, check that the meters are reading true. And they're responsible for keeping the streets clean and lighting and extinguishing our street lights.
Guys, get lamplighters. Surely you have a lamplighter guild. Oh, ads. We take a short little drinking break. Whoops. Ads, they're over. Ta-da! Okay. There are a number of items on that list that don't sound much like policing duties at all. wouldn't just be falling asleep on my feet. I have collapsed long ago.
But it goes without saying that a policeman's primary duty is apprehension of criminals. Even when he's off duty, a constable is expected to investigate and resolve any crimes on his beat. For the London, Bobby is a man of honor.
And a man of slumber.
On the day in question, this man and his wife were walking down Briar Road in the opposite direction, and they witnessed the incident as it occurred.
And there was no one else but the victim and the accused. There was no one else there except for the other witnesses who were just down the street, observing this entire thing. They weren't at the scene of the crime. Oh my goodness. Wow. This fucking trial sucks, man.
And they witnessed the incident as it occurred. Is that not right, Mr. and Mrs. Beat?
That's right, sir. Isn't it, Raleigh?
Constable, what the fuck did I give it? What kind of voice did I give him again? I can't remember. He's been so snoozing the whole time. Constable Rolly Beat, sir. Nothing to report on the street, sir.
What a great witness he's going to be.
Very good.
No, it's not very good, you stupid old fuck.
I'd like to hear your formal testimonies now, please. You will tell the court exactly what you saw in the afternoon of the incident.
I really wouldn't call 5 PM an afternoon. I'd call that evening at that point.
Yes, sir.
Dies. It was our wedding anniversary and Rolly was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog on the pavement in front of us. All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor, then the other scattered something before running off.
Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted, Long?
We ran straight over, of course, and then went for help at the nearby police box. It was definitely that Japanese man in the dark. Rolly and I both saw him as clear as day, in the light fog, where it's really hard to see anything. Oh my goodness.
Well, this is extremely compelling testimony, I must say. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not at all. This testimony sucked ass.
Oh dear, this policeman and his wife are claiming to have positively identified Mr. Natsume at the scene. If that testimony is true, the alternative course of events that you established in the summation examination will be quashed.
It's death knell, in fact.
Oh, sorry.
Because that alternative was never viable in the first place.
What an unfortunate bechancing. And on your wedding anniversary, too.
Oh, I know, but still, I managed to go out for the evening with my man. Thank the Lord for that. Gosh, the life of London Bobby sounds very hard indeed.
Indeed, however. This cross-examination will be over in minutes. You may well have time to rest this afternoon.
What do you mean by that?
My learned friend, the witnesses saw the face of the man fleeing the scene. They are testifying under oath that it was without a doubt the accused, Mrs. Soseki Natsu.
Look, bro, you had other witnesses testifying under oath and they just spouted a whole lot of shit. Like, I don't trust any of your witnesses.
And one of those witnesses is a policeman, no less. So you appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm sure.
I don't care. The fucking witness could have been Jesus, and I will still cross-examine him. Except that the man's so tired, and his wife has to do all the talking.
Enough preamble. Counsel for the defense, commence the cross-examination, please.
Yes, my lord. This is gonna be a really short fucking testimony. Oh, no it's not.
Hold it!
No time to change after work, you say? Are you also a member of the police, Miss Beat? Miss Beat. Oh no, sadly. It's a job for strapping young men only. Women and children and elderly can't even apply. Well, I think you can probably see why children and elderly can't do the job, can't you? I think Rolly looks ever so handsome in his uniform. It suits you down to the ground, doesn't it, darling?
What?
I just finished my beat. Pat and I were headed back to the station. I was actually planning getting changed there. Is he talking in his sleep? This is creepy. Oh no, Rolly. I much prefer you in uniform. Oh my god, I love a man in uniform. It's so hot. Ah, fucking hell. Sometimes I don't even recognize you when I see you in plain clothes. God, yeah, doesn't that mean that doesn't seem healthy?
Kindly adhere to the point. You were going for a meal after you had finished your beat for the day, correct?
That's right, sir. Yes. Although I was a bit to drop, to be honest. After spending the whole day on my feet. But police is my life, sir. As long as I'm proud of this, I serve my city and my queen to the end. What's that now? My warrant card, sir. Proof I'm a London copper. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it. As a reminder to all of us officers to our sworn duty. To patrol the streets of London town, uphold the peace, man. Sir! And for such a noble cause, I cover 20 miles every single day without fail, without a grumble. Because I know that the plodding of my boots is all Londoners need to hear to feel safe and secure. So, fighting crime doesn't appear to come into it then. But sir, just that one particular day I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Mrs. Beat puts up with a lot being married to a bobby like me. I want to show my dear wife how much I care. Wow, look at this. Look at those starry eyes. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly.
a charming couple. This the young in love is such a joy to behold. If a little over the top, perhaps. And then, kindly describe what happened next. The judge is so done with it.
Hold it!
Hold it. I need to continue sitting like a queer. I keep adjusting my sitting position to two silhouettes. That's right. They were coming toward us, walking up Briar Road in the opposite direction. There was a rather plump figure followed by a scrawny, thin-looking man. That does sound exactly like the victim as pictured in this print. Like Mr. Natsume. Yes, unfortunately it does.
And you're certain that at the time there was nobody else nearby?
Oh yes, quite certain. It was dark and there are street lamps. But there are street lights on Briar Road, you see. There's nobody else around at all. Isn't that right, my darling?
Oh yes, that's right. Of course there was light fog on the ground. But Briar Road is dead straight and you can see a fairly long way down the pavement. And then there's a street light in it as well. We didn't see any others on the street. Before sleep takes a firm hold, your answer please, Mr. Beat. Are you quite sure of what you just said? Yes, sir, as a copper who's spent all day, every day watching this, keeping watch on the streets, I swear to it, sir. As I'm sure, I'm as sure as my love for Patricia is true.
Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly. I'm finding this a lot funnier than it should be. They're still maintaining there was no one else around the victim and the attacker. Seems like there must be, seems like that must be how it really happened. It's beginning to seem like there's nowhere else, there's nowhere to run. Well, that didn't stop Mr. Natsume, did it? He fled the scene all too convincingly.
Thank you. I believe we have a reasonably clear idea of the situation just before the incident now. What happened in the crucial moments that followed?
Hold it!
And now we press that one too. Scattered something. What do you mean by that? Oh, well, I couldn't quite make out what it was at the time. But then we got closer, we realized what it was. Didn't we, darling?
Oh yeah, that's right. Here's some old books. I see, old books. Yes, sir. The culprit dropped a number of them all around where the victim lay on the pavement.
That slur is tired ass mouth.
Indeed, as clearly pictured in this photographic print.
That rotten Japanese man did that when
did the deed.
Hold it!
Let's not forget that it remains to be established that the defendant was indeed the attacker. Please say allegedly.
But we saw him, it was the man in the dock without a question, sir. That mustache, the hunchback, cat-like eyes, that taut mouth, the snub nose, everything.
Any more insults you want to throw in? That's right. He looked down at that poor defenseless woman with those terrifying intense eyes. And then suddenly threw his books on the pavement and ran away. I see. This is tough. Seems as though they're telling the truth here.
May I... May I remind the court that this unambiguous testimony comes from a policeman and his wife.
Shut the fuck up. As I said, I don't care who he comes from. Testimony is a testimony. I will cast my doubt on anyone.
Now, please continue. Yes, sir.
Right, so
Hold it!
what was your was it your husband who went to fetch help? No, I went. I may not be a police officer myself, but I'm the proud wife of one after all. Isn't that right, my darling? Every time she pulls it sounds like his neck cracks.
Oh, well, yes. That's right. I asked Mrs. Beat to go. I was off duty at that point. But Bobby's never truly off duty, of course, so I felt obliged to stay and guard the scene. Very laudable, Mr. Beat. Preserving the scene of a crime is a task of considerable importance. That's right. That's why I said Patricia, you see, it's all the way to find the right police box.
Forgive my ignorance. What exactly do you mean by the right police box? Oh, hi! Hello, you matter and are amazing. It's so nice to see you in this chat. I hope you have a wonderful time here. How are you?
It depends on the crime's location, you see, as to who it deals with it. Where the woman was stabbed wasn't exactly on my beat. So I told Patricia to wait at the police box for the beat. The incident fell under so she could go and report it.
I ran there as quickly as I could and asked for help from the Bobby on duty. There was nothing more potent than a young couple in love working together, you know.
And thanks to your swift response, the case was quickly resolved. The actions of two model citizens.
Oh, please. You're making me blush. Isn't he, darling?
Yes, sir. What Patricia said, sir.
Let's move on, shall we?
Hold it!
Alright. Last one. But surely you wouldn't have been able to see his face by the light of the street lamps, would you? We absolutely could. Us Londoners have exceptional eyesight, I'll have you know. Right. The light from the street lamps was more than enough. And my husband already told you that the fog was only light, didn't he? Yes. And what of the fog?
We're famous for it across the globe, I believe.
Not famous enough, apparently.
But it's an absolute menace to those who have to live with it, of course.
Oh, it is, it is. When it's thick, you can't even see the hand at the end of your own arm. Yes, alright, I take your point. Now, could you stop shaking your husband about? The constant fog makes our eyes very sharp, you see. That's why we can tell for sure that certain that it was the little Japanese man we saw. I feel like when I'm doing this Valley Girl accent, I need to like shake. I need to like gesticulate my entire body just to like get the like impact of her voice. Voice acting. It really is acting. Can't we, darling?
Oh, what? Oh, yes. It was the accused and no mistake. The mustache, hunchback, cat-like eyes, short mouth, a snub nose. Unmistakable, sir.
Animating these folks. As far as the couple's testimony is concerned, there can't be any question. It was Soseki they saw running away from the scene of the crime. Being a 3D animator must be so hard. Yeah, it was terribly difficult. So that's it, is it? That's her entire testimony? What do you think, Mr. Naruto? Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beats saw what they saw. What they say they saw. Saw what they say they saw. Mr. Natsume running away from the scene on Briar Road that day. Yes, I feel the same. So, if that's true, where does that leave us? Well, what does it leave us? The members of the jury are sure to call for a guilty verdict after this testimony. Oh no! Then what do we do? Is Kazuma-sama here? What are you trying to say? I think you were trying to find a contradiction somewhere in their testimony. What do you mean somewhere else? Oh, somewhere else in that testimony. Their statement about seeing Mr. Natsume is unequivocal. Calling that into question won't help. But if you could identify some other part of their testimony which appears to contradict the facts, you might be able to discredit them and make the jury doubt if the pair's memory of the day is accurate. Oh, right. To put simply, we must focus on finding a discrepancy in these statements somewhere. Thanks. Thanks, Susato. If we don't, I'm afraid the trial will reach an early and unfavorable conclusion. Why do I always seem to be up against it? Mr. Lawyer, sir, can I ask you something? Oh, yes, of course. What is it? Well, you keep asking us all these questions about everything we told you, so... It seems like you don't believe our testimony. Is that right? Is it? Well, out with it. What? No. Oh, no. It's not really that at all. My husband's a police officer, remember? And I know what I saw. I remember every last detail, everything, like... Oh, I know. What about the books the man dropped? I could tell you the names of every single one I could. Every single one. Oh, okay, please do. And you dare question how reliable my testimony is?
That will do, Miss B.
No, it won't do at all. That Japanese lawyer has no idea what I'm capable of. And if I decide to forgive him for insulting us, don't think for a minute that Raleigh will. I really didn't mean to cause offense. Please put your husband's fist down.
Perhaps you would like the opportunity to supplement your testimony, Miss B.
Oh, is this the power I just keep pushing them? And then she just trips up and says something really stupid.
Might that appease you?
Oh, thank you, my lord. That would settle things nicely. Wouldn't it, darling?
She's gonna give me more than. Okay.
Hold it!
There were 3 books at the scene, not 4. Three books.
Yes, we know that there were books dropped at the scene of the crime, as you say.
Those purchased by the accused at the nearby second-hand bookshop on the day in question.
After I'd been at the police box for help, I decided to have a good look over the area for good measure. I'm a proud policeman's wife after all. I did it for Raleigh.
You desecrated the crime scene? Not desecrated. You fucked with the crime scene? I can't think of anything eloquent to say.
And what was your husband doing at the time? Oh, he was lying face down in the snow, getting some well-deserved rest.
No! You can't say you were fucking protecting the scene of the crime and then fucking fall on your face and just fall into stuff. Oh my god, I'm losing my shit.
He works ever so hard, you know. Ever so hard. Don't you, darling? Ever so hard.
The EP, yeah. It's because it's not even, I bet it's not even because he's a hard worker at the police box. It's because his wife is fucking feral. Interesting way of guarding the scene of a crime.
Well, Miss B, seeing as you've regaled the court with tales of your powers of recollection, would you be so kind as to recount the titles of the books you observed at the scene?
Is this the power and pull out the receipt again?
I'd be happy to tell you. Now, are you all listening? There was the picture of Monsieur somebody or other, and what's its yearning? And there was a meal for someone, and the last one was definitely a thingamummies something.
Amazing.
You see?
Yes, I see. There are 1 or 2 holes in your memory.
Oh, well, they were along those lines, I'm quite sure.
There were indeed books found at the scene with titles along those lines, as you put it.
Well, what did I tell you? So, I think it's very mean the way you've been implying that my testimony can't be trusted.
She remembers as much as Sherlock Holmes. No, Sherlock Holmes actually, like, remembers what the fuck he said. But, like, he's just confidently incorrect.
Don't you agree, darling?
Please tell me if this Valley Girl, like, accent is giving you a headache and I'll stop. Oh my god, he pulled out a gun, I didn't realize. Oh my god, he's pulled out a gun. Pulled out a gun and caught.
Anyone obsessed with my Patricia will have me and answer to. I can't fully enjoy the voice. Okay. Until someone says otherwise, I'm gonna keep going.
He fucking falls asleep. I don't trust this man with a gun at all. He'd sleep shoot me.
Terrifying. I can't say without laughing. He's here doctoring his. It's. Even Van Stex is weird.
Yes, she really is. So that's it, is it? That's their entire testimony? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? I hate to admit it, but hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. We've already read this. We've already read this. Oh no, what do we do? We find discrepancy in their fucking thing, like we should be doing. Alright, was she gonna update her testimony with that stupid shit? She did, didn't she? I present to you. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save like a little bitch. I present to you a photo of 3 books. So you're saying there were 4 books? That's right. I remember all of them. The picture of Monsieur Somebody, What's Its Yearning, A Meal for Someone, and Thingamy Something. I'm sorry, Mrs. Bing, but you're fucking wrong. There's a fundamental flaw in that statement of yours. Oh no, what? What flaw? Simply that, at the scene of the crime, there were only 3 books, not 4. What? Have a good look at this photographic print of the scene of the crime. It's remarkably well exposed for something at 5 at night in fog. Like this camera is amazing. As you can clearly see, there are only 3 books. But no, that can't be. I saw them.
Family Guy first.
Oh, I know what it is. Yes, you can't fool me. Sorry? It's that big lump of a dead body. The lady's so large, her corpse is blocking the view of the 4th book, that's all. Please try to remember the poor woman's name. Poor woman isn't dead, even if we're insulting her size. I will point out, there's only 3 books. No, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bate. But Mr. Natsume could not have possibly dropped the 4 books you described. Why not?
Fascinating. And from your assured tone, something you can readily substantiate with evidence, I presume.
Yeah, I brought it out already. Evidence.
Counsel, will you present the evidence to substantiate your claim or withdraw it? What proof do you have? I've got this. Here you go.
Take that. The evidence is right here, in the form of this bookshop receipt.
From your books?
No, it's their books. I'm funny. Yes, this receipt details Mr. Natsume's purchases that day. As you can see, there's only 3 books. Oh, only 3 books are listed. No! Therefore, Mr. Natsume would have only dropped 3 books at the scene of the crime. Which means your powers of observation, madam, cannot be relied upon. Grr. So it cannot be denied that though you saw it was the defendant, you say it was the defendant you saw, you could very well be mistaken. Oh no, oh no, 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 no!
Objection!
Oh, shut up.
It's plainly evident that it's your powers of deduction that cannot be relied upon, my learned Nipponese friend.
Okay, what are you gonna pull out of your ass now? What?
What cannot be denied is that these 2 witnesses saw the accused running from the scene. The fact that you know very well that you have no hope of disproving.
Not a fact.
So, you've striven to avert the attention from that by dint of some inconsequential discrepancies. Would that be fair?
Look, bud, if you're gonna give me a testimony and there's a discrepancy in it, I'm gonna pick it out because that's my job as a lawyer, to be a pedant, okay? If you don't like it, stop being a lawyer. He sees right through me.
But your plan has somewhat recoiled against you.
What are you talking about?
It's quite simple. Let me explain with the toast.
No, stop drinking. I don't allow this. I object to this. He's not allowed to drink anymore. He's an angry drunk and it makes me scared. And he's throwing shit and cracking glasses in his hands. He's making so much cleanup and so many OH&S like issues. Stop.
To the policeman's wife, and her entirely accurate testimony in every respect.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh.
You see, the matter is not up for debate. At the scene on Briar Road, a total of 4 books were definitely found.
Objection!
But what about the photographic print? It only shows 3 books.
Quite right. Only 3 can be seen in that print.
If you're gonna take photos of the crime scene, please take every fucking angle and then present it to the court, because I am so, I'm so sick. I'm so sick of just them not giving all of the information and evidence like at the start, because that's how it should be. They should give me all of the evidence at the start and I should know about it and I should be able to talk to my client about it, and then we can figure out what the game plan is. Okay, this is not how lawyering works. I'm not even a lawyer and I know how it works, and I'm going into a Valley Girl accent because it's making me really angry. That print? You mean to say why is my fucking controller not doing the thing again? I say. Getting too deep into the role. Stop breaking glasses. At least finish your drink. At least finish what's in your cup. Did your parents not teach you how to finish what you pour out for yourself, or like something? Just I need to find
I need someone to draw. Maybe I could do it. I need someone to draw just his side of the court, just covered in wine and glass. Two feathers see the most fragile glass are the strongest stands. I mean, the stands are made of metal. Your broken chalice counter. I'm at 5. Hold on. Maybe I can do something real quick. Can I? Can I really quickly just put text? Oh, there it is. Text. Okay. Perfect. There we go. I don't believe it. It's the 4th book. Wait, what? They actually have a photo of her holding the 4th. Why is she holding it? The Lion's Pride. Okay. She isn't throwing the chalice at us like another person did in another game. What?
As you will observe, the 4th book was hidden from view in the original print by the victim's torso.
Oh, my throat. No. Ow. Order. There, you see, look at that. Look. Yes. It's just like I said, isn't it, my darling?
Yes, sir. Patricia's always right, sir.
My throat.
Let us study the receipt of the books purchased by the accused on the day in question. Mrs. Beat, the titles once again, if you please.
Oh yes, of course. The picture of Monsieur somebody or other.
The picture of Monsieur Lacroix.
Lecoq? I don't know. What's its yearnings?
Canterbury yearnings.
A meal for someone.
A meal for Gabbaro? In fact, the court has just heard the witness remembers the book titles for...
You cannot say that with a straight fucking face to me. You cannot. You fucking can't say to me that she remembered the book titles flawlessly when the last thing is fucking thingama-something.
Mrs. Beat's powers of recollection can only be described as exceptional. Yes, I will gas up this stupid valley girl until I win this court case because I am a brainlet.
Did you hear that, Raleigh? The gentleman paid me a compliment.
Yes, sir. Flawless, sir. Patricia is flawless.
I was kind of waiting for him to pull out his gun. But there's only 3 books on the receipt, and Mrs. Beat mentioned 4.
There's nothing surprising about that. Clearly the 4th book is that which is shown in this photographic print. I'm sorry, counsel, but does that not seem odd? Why should the 4th book be omitted from the receipt?
Because it's not his fucking book.
It's not odd at all, my lord. As the photographic print clearly shows, the fourth book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, it belongs to the victim.
Okay. The victim was holding her own book? I wonder what became of the fourth book. Of that fourth book.
Obviously, it wasn't overlooked by the investigative officers at Scotland Yard. I have it here as evidence.
Why? Why? Give me the fucking book at the start! Bro is just letting me just like talk out of my fucking ass because all I have is the evidence that I currently have and like other evidence that I had to go find myself. And then he's like, I have the fourth book right here. By the way, I'm gonna submit it to evidence right now. Haha. No, this isn't how it works. This evidence should be thrown out because no one presented it to me in the start.
You'll submit that and the aforementioned photographic print to the court, please, counsel.
It'd be really cool if I had a star.
My pleasure, my lord.
I'm going to fucking throttle you. I'm gonna throw you in your goon drinking ass. It's been added to the court record. This has also been added to the court record. Wow. You sicken me.
The prosecution rests.
Prosecution can suck my fucking cock. Wait, the photographic print has like a destroyed version of this. Okay. Oh, look at this. The book has been badly bent. You're right. You'd never be able to read it in this state, especially not with the latter pages. What a terrible waste. Judging from the scorched edges of the paper, I think the damage must have occurred recently. Wait a minute. Is this Garadeb's book? Because they dropped a candle on his carpet and it went up in flames and part of the bookshelf got burnt and he has this book. Like, he likes this book. Is this his book? Not that I don't know if it has any bearing on this investigation, but like on this court case, but it is his book. Like, I know it. A book recently damaged by fire. Why does it raise a red flag with me? I wonder why. I'm sure this will come up in court. Such stubby fingers. What the hell? Alrighty.
I have nothing further to add.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure you don't have another little piece of evidence just like sitting around somewhere that you don't want to tell me about? Huh? 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 Huh, bud? You sure? You sure you don't have anything? I'm gonna fucking kill him. What?
You seem surprised, my learned friend. But your resistance up until now has been in vain. Entertaining, yes, but futile. The spurious longer route that the accused's lodgings that you tried to establish in your summation examination, and the attempted discrediting of the witness's power of recollection in your cross-examination.
Futile? I walked right into this, didn't I? Haha, you said you triggered my trap card. Here's a bird book and another fucking photographic print that wasn't presented. I should stop complaining about this. You see, everything we said is true. Is that right, my darling?
Yes, Pat. Marry me, Pat. So, perhaps the ladies and gentlemen of the jury would like to reconsider their positions. Should the court waste any more time on this Nipponese travesty?
Brother, what the frig?
Or is the decision you have to make all too apparent already? You have heard all the witnesses and seen all the evidence. This trial has run its course.
Mr. Naruhodo, I'm afraid we're in a terribly precarious position.
Thank you, Susato.
I know, but if I fight back in the wrong way, I could very well just make matters worse. Think, Ryunosuke, think. What do you do now? Raise an objection.
What other thing can I possibly do?
I'm not done yet.
No, my learned friend. It's over. That last cross-examination was your final chance to establish a credible defense, and you failed.
Only because you withheld evidence. So, who's at fault here, huh? Huh? Lord Van Sex? Huh? You fucking little fucking shit. Fucking kill you.
I will draw my sword. I will murder you right now. I will take this fucking wine bottle and shove it up your ass.
The die has been cast. There is no more room for debate.
Well, it might be over as far as you're concerned, but I can't think of what to say. If I may, Lord Vansex, it seems somewhat boorish to close down debate at this point.
Your insignificant little Eastern Isle must be a lawless hole indeed. For a lowly judicial assistant to have the audacity to intervene at a moment like this.
Oh.
Don't fucking insult my judicial assistant, you cockhead.
I am, to my shame, still a very inexperienced lawyer. So you'll have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant's advice essential and her opinions invaluable. Mr. Naruhodo.
One of this land's great guiding principles is tolerance. So, is it? So the court will hear you matter. Is it fucking tolerance? Is it?
Go ahead, Mr. Sato, please.
Very well. Pray, what insight can you give us? What have we all overlooked in this matter so that you see fit to pursue further?
I think I'm late. Well, the court has been presented with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished.
I see.
Thank you, Susato.
And you believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you?
Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think? It's just possible that this new evidence might be the decisive proof that we've been waiting for. The judge is sure to ask members of the jury to announce their leanings in a moment. And of course, he's sure to ask you to explain what the crucial piece of evidence is and why. So you must take this opportunity to examine the newly presented evidence as thoroughly as possible. Yes, I understand. Thank you, Mr. Soto. This is it. Susoto's son has managed to win us one last chance here. Can't let it go to waste. Defense wishes to present evidence, my lord. Very well. The defense may present one further piece of evidence. What piece of evidence could that be? You can find out next time because I'm fucking sleepy. And I have work tomorrow. And I need to be responsible. Crazy. I'm leaving you all on a cliffhanger and I'm not sorry about it. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It's really fun getting back into this. You're good. You better be. I hope everyone has a lovely day, night, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Let's actually find someone to raid because now I've actually remembered to fucking raid. Huh? Huh? Okay, let's find someone. Let's find someone. Let's find someone. Oh, no. I need to find someone to raid. Who do I raid? Belle is on! Amazing! I'm gonna raid Belle. She's warning, she's a lot louder than me. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna see if she's staying on for a little while longer. She's be right backing. Should I wait for her? When did she go on be right back? She's been streaming for 4 hours. Jesus Christ. I don't actually know if she's going to be on for that much longer. So let's go somewhere else. Does anyone have suggestions? I will take suggestions. Otherwise, I will just find someone in the OzTubers. Who is on? Who is this? What are they doing? Oh, I can't snooze this ad because because I guess it's too late. Wow. Really sucks getting an ad when I'm trying to find someone to raid because they open their channel to like to see what they're doing and it's just like, have an ad. What are you doing? You're playing Animal Crossing. Hey, you guys can go watch Animal Crossing. I don't know anything about this person. Raid. You know. Have fun. Bye bye. I love you all. Mwah. Right now.